Everyone, and welcome to This Week in Hearthstone, the 18th edition of our weekly show where we recap all the news and events in the Hearthstone world over the past week or so. And there's a lot to go over. Our top story is going to look at the nerf impacts that went live, how, Shaman is now, it's Shamanstone, so we'll talk about that. We'll also be talking about some Battle Pass updates that will be going live at a future date that might interest you, as well as just some clarification on a couple of things. We'll go over the meta update in both Standard and Wild, what things have what has changed, especially with the nerfs and all of that going on, and as well do our weekly mailbag segment where I answer your questions. Before we get into our top story, I'm a broken record with this, but I just keep having to do this at least once a week, is just thank everybody for the continued support that you keep showing this channel. We're closing in, if you look at this number here, like almost 17,000 subs. My goal this year was 2,000. We might hit 17K, so if you guys keep on hitting that sub button, you keep watching the videos, it means the world to me. How like 69% of you guys aren't even yet subscribed, and that just blows my mind that people still want to click on my videos that much, even though you're not even subbed. So thank you guys for that. It means the world to me. You guys make this possible in such a freaking challenging year, so thank you for that. Anyways, let's go into our top story, and that is, yes, the return of Shamanstone to ladder. Remember last year, the Doom of the Tomb event, Evolved Shaman took over? Well, we have a new event. It's called the latest nerfs. Yes, nerfs to Demon Hunter, where we saw like Blade Dance, Shard Shatter Mystic, Voracious Reader, Lorekeeper, Polkill, all get nerfed. They all affected Demon Hunter, as well as Brand hitting Highlander Hunter. And this has resulted in this meta breakdown. If you look at this, this is the popularity of Evolved Shaman across all ranks. It makes up like nearly a quarter of the ladder right now is Shaman. It reminds me of last year at this time. And I believe under that is like Paladin. But if you look at High Legend, it's basically all Shaman. You have Rogue and Warrior. You have like 3 classes right now. And if you look, I also grabbed the stats from like the most popular Shaman list on HS Replay, which is the list over there. Basically, it has almost no bad matchups. Like the matchup spread, I think it has like slightly unfavored against Libram Paladin and Aggro Demon Hunter. And other than that, it basically on average beats everything. So yeah, we're back to Evolved Shaman being in the meta. I've seen a lot of complaints already on like the various subreddits, on Twitter. I saw Kinky Gaming, solid meme, bringing back the Shamans everywhere. I love that meme. Check out that one. But what am I going to go on a tirade and say it's broken? We need to nerf Evolved Shaman. It's been a week. It's literally been a week. Yes, Evolved Shaman seems to be taking over the ladder. Yes, it's not a lot of fun to face because, for my comparison to Evolved Shaman, it's like facing a high roll Edwin every single game. The second they get that weapon equipped and then they drop like a Desert Hare or their Dread Corsair or their Pit Commander or whatever whatever the Crypt card's called, it just all of a sudden they have this unanswerable gigantic stats on the board, and unless you have like Brawl or some like board clear from Priest, you can't deal with it. So it's like dealing with Edwin every single game. And that can be quite frustrating. It's very non-interactive when they hit the high roll, Cage Match Custodian into Innervate Bogspine Knuckles, into Dread Corsair, into Desert Hare, and the game's just over. So a lot of people are complaining because it's just not very interactive. It's not a lot of fun, and, maybe they can nerf it. And I'm not against nerfing the deck if it's too good, but it's been a week. Let's see how the meta settles. There could be counters that are figured out. As well as, I don't know how much nerfs are going to do at this point. We're near the end of a standard rotation where, it's as stale as it's ever going to be. There will be a mini set in like a month or so. That might help change things up. And, the big change is basically not going to happen until April when the whole, standard rotation occurs. A lot of these problematic cards will be gone. We'll get brand new cards to hopefully make things spicy. And they're probably doing a classic rework. So that can make things a lot more interesting. So I feel like these next few months are going to be brutal. They're going to be rough. They're going to be boring. They're going to be stale. I do expect a balance patch in between, at least one balance patch before the next standard rotation. But to really harp on like we need nerfs now, I think is a little too early. I don't love Evolved Shaman. I think it's frustrating, but I think it's better that, we wait, we see how it evolves. But right now, yeah, it's very much Shamanstone, and we'll see how that develops. But right now, it's pretty frustrating. And, let me know in the comments below if you guys think we should nerf it or it should be reacted to immediately. Personally, I just feel like let it settle for a little bit, maybe early January we get a balance patch and shift things up. The next story is Battle Pass updates. And no, I don't have anything major to break. There's just quality of life changes as well as some clarification on some stuff. So first, I noticed when I made my video about the Battle Pass update, I talked about how I went to like level 49 to like 74, and a lot of people made the comment, I didn't move. I saw barely any movement. What's going on? And I saw comments from the devs on Twitter, and basically, so for a reason I gained so much XP and I moved up was I was already level 49. I had gone through almost every level up to 50, so I got a lot of XP. Basically, the way they put in the 20% extra XP into the system was shortening the requirements from like level 37 to 50. So if you hadn't got to level 37, which a lot of people hadn't, you weren't really going to notice an increase in your XP. It was going to be once you hit 37, then it's going to be a lot quicker to get to 50 than before. So yeah, you saw a lot of people that went way up and you didn't get anything. That's because all the levels you had completed are the same XP requirement as before the update. So basically what the change does is you're going to get to level 50 a lot quicker. And once you get to level 50, it gets a lot better. Because, well, first you get your new portrait, which is cool. I picked the rogue one, by the way. I always get asked. I picked the rogue one. It's pretty nice. And from level 50 on, it's like 1300 XP. And then it maxes out at 1500 XP per level. And then you gain 50 gold per level. So myself with the paid Tavern Pass, I gain like 2 to 3 levels a day every stream. You'll probably get 1 to 2 levels if you're playing like a 4-hour session or whatever. But anyways, you'll level up a lot more regularly. You'll get gold a lot more regularly. And overall, from what I can tell still, the system does give you more gold than before, as I stated. Again, it's not perfect. There's a lot of stuff we can improve, and we'll probably do a video talking about maybe like the crafting system, what could be improved on that. But I just thought I'd give you that clarification because I saw a lot of confusion about it. Next, Igzar, the lead card designer, I've been like going back and forth with him, trying to get better achievement points. I was ahead, now he's ahead. But he made a comment after I talked about it. I basically commented as his 16k achievement was that they're going to update the achievement page to show your total progress in each category. So like the let's say the game modes one, if you've completed all of them, there'll be like a progress bar at the top that'll show that you've completed every achievement or you haven't completed any. So you have an idea of how many you've completed in each category. It's just it's a quality of life change, but for someone who likes achievement hunting, I think it's cool. It'll be nice for that menu to be cleaned up. As well, there's this weird like auto-scrolling thing right now where it's all jittery and annoying if you go through your achievements. They're aware of the issue. They're going to be patching that in the next patch, so that'll get fixed. And also, a lot of people I noted had concerns about the arena wins not being factored in from before. Like, I had like 8,000 arena wins, and like none of them are in the arena gameplay mode achievement thing. And I believe Celestalon, I couldn't find the tweet, but I know I read it. Celestalon did confirm that they haven't lost the arena information. It will be added back in, so that will be added back in at a future date. So, they're continuously improving like the quality of life aspects of the Battle Pass, as well as the economy. We've had multiple economy updates, so they're showing that they're still going to keep up on it. And again, I know these are quality of life changes, but, they're going to update a lot of stuff, and they'll keep updating things, and I think that's really good. Next, we have the meta update, and as I basically already talked about with Standard, it's a lot of Evolved Shaman, a lot of Rogue, a lot of Warrior, so we're not going to go too much into that, but one deck that has popped up that's been pretty good that I thought I could highlight is Highlander Priest. So you can see here, it's just, Highlander Priest. It helps you counter. I think it's pretty good against like Shaman. You like sticky fingers in there to steal their weapon, their bog spine. Where you steal that can be game winning. You have a Lucia to deal with combos and just, it's kind of priesty. It's kind of gross, but it can deal with stuff, and it can also really beat up on Warrior too, which is very popular to beat Shaman. So Highlander Priest has seen success, high legend success. So if you want something that isn't Shaman, Warrior, or Rogue, Highlander Priest might be the way to go. And Wild is, the nerfs really didn't do anything. The Polkelt nerf didn't really affect Reno Priest at all because it's not really about the stats. It's just getting your combo on curve. And yeah, it's Reno Priest, Dark Glare Warlock. You got Kingsbane Rogue. You have Aggro Druid. It's the same old, same old. But I'll highlight one list here. I thought that was pretty interesting. I think Sippawippy got to rank 2 legend on EU playing Dragon, I think Mind Blast Priest. He said basically he was playing it because he was only countering Dark Glare Warlock, and it did a really good job of countering Dark Glare Warlock. So If you want to beat Dark Lair Warlock and you want to go back in time and play some Dragon Priest, give this deck a go. Apparently it works out pretty well. And lastly, we have the mailbag segment where I answer your questions. And if you have any, make sure to put them in the comments below. Try and label it mailbag question. It's easy for me to spot. And let's start with a few of these questions. So we have Nick Geffen asking, with Hearthstone not being nearly as popular as it was, do you enjoy any other games or is there any other videos you post if shit ever hit the fan with Hearthstone? So I'm super busy streaming Hearthstone, making Hearthstone YouTube content. I do everything here. I make the videos, I edit the videos, I prepare the videos, I do the stream, I live by myself. Oh, my cat can't help. She's really lazy. And yeah, so it's really hard for me to find time to play games these days, but when I do, I've been enjoying Mario 35. It's like a Battle Royale Mario game on the Switch. I find that to be a lot of fun, and it's really easy to play like a quick game. And Hades. Hades has been phenomenal. It's like a roguelike dungeon crawler, and kind of gives me... It's just like a really hard game. You die over and over, and you start over, and... I'm sure you've heard of Hades. It's an amazing game, and I've been playing it a good amount. It's awesome. And when I make videos on this stuff, I don't know. I'm really committed to making Hearthstone content. Maybe I make like a second gameplay channel at some point. I just don't have any time. This is a one-man operation, and it's exhausting to try and do this every single day without a day off. So, you know, it's tough, but I'm more than happy to do it to provide you guys with the best content that I can do. Terex Barracks asks, what is your favorite combo? Not the most effective, but the most satisfying. That combo that makes you jump when you pull it off. I think the Malagos Druid combo is ridiculous right now. It's one of my favorites. The whole Sathravar, like Avian Akun, Malagos, Sathravar, Kael'thas, and then you cheat like 1 billion mana. Every time I do it, it's just stupid. It's so ridiculous. This deck feels like it should never work, but it's such a spectacular one. And I think we got it featured again on like Hearthstone Daily Moments like a day ago. It's a very satisfying, dumb combo, but it just looks so ridiculous. And every time I do it, there's somebody in Twitch chat that goes, holy crap. Like, it's just a really crazy one. And lastly, Harar Swiftfang asks, which Hearthstone card do you think represents my appearance and or character? I think this one's pretty obvious, but I have to go with the GVG Pirate, Salty Dog. Might not be so much the appearance, but I think the name is very, very apropos for me. I think it's very astute, so I gotta go with me some Salty Dog. So that's this week in Hearthstone. Again, if you have any questions for me, put them in the comments below, and any discussion about any of the topics is always welcome. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.